Hey, what's up, guys? This is Neil. We're going to look at that roughly 1/4 of the surfactant market, which is in non-cleaning applications. I'm just going to pick 6 interesting areas, and then if we've got time, we'll get into one of them in a lot more detail. So first up, pharmaceuticals. Drug solubilization is a hot area. Nanoparticle formulation in drugs is also hot, as well as transdermal drug delivery. A lot of research going on in these areas. By the way, links below the video. I'll take you to some research papers covering most of the areas that I talk about here. Second area, agriculture. You've got smart pesticide formulations for enhanced performance. You've got, of course, soil remediation itself and what's known as precision agriculture. We'll talk about that in a little more detail later on. Nanotechnology. Surfactants are used in carbon nanotube dispersion, as well as, of course, the formation of the synthesis of nanoparticles themselves. A lot of sort of additional industry applications there in medical areas, in a lot of industrial areas. Energy, of course, very, very popular for surfactants. Enhanced oil recovery has its booms and busts. A lot of surfactant technology in secondary and tertiary recovery. And fuel cells, new area. A lot of research going into the use of surfactants to extend and enhance the performance and useful lifetime of fuel cells. Check that out. Textiles, been around for a long time. Much of that business has moved offshore, but things like smart textiles, self-cleaning textiles, and of course sustainable dyeing, as environmental regulations have caught up with that migrated industry out of the Western world into other parts of the world. So again, a lot of research going on in the textile area for surfactant use. And finally, number 6, 3D printing, both in terms of resin formulation to use of surfactants to improve and enhance the formulation of 3D printing resins, as well as the fascinating area of bio-inks, use of surfactants there. So super hot research area. Not sure of the total commercial potential right now today, but again, certainly worth checking out. So which of those 6 areas do I like? I like agriculture. The use of surfactants in agriculture is significant and growing. Best estimate that I've got for the agricultural use of surfactants is about at least $1.5 billion, could be as much as $2 billion. And when you think of that quarter of the pie there, that sort of $10 to $12 billion non-cleaning pie for surfactants, that's a big chunk, right, of that non-cleaning pie. Most estimates have growth substantially above average GDP, at least 5%, maybe more. The biggest market still today is in North America, but with a rapidly growing market in Asia. And you've got, all the drivers, right? Increasing global population, but increasing food demand per head of population. So a lot of growth in food demand, the adoption of what's called precision farming techniques. I want to talk about that. And of course, a much bigger awareness of just the quality of the products that go into our supply chain. So a lot of activity there, pulling surfactants into the agricultural business. So what is this precision agriculture, right? Is it just another word which you put in front of a business to make it sound more cool and more valuable, like crypto was, or AI? You can put it in the front or the back. Apparently, precision agriculture is a fancy way of saying, you're going to make everything perform better. And so surfactants are right in the thick of that when you think about it. Wetting and spreading of pesticides and herbicides on the substrate, on the crop, enhanced penetration of the agrochemicals into the plant tissues where that's required, affecting and controlling, in most cases reducing spray drift, right, by modifying droplet size, using surfactants and keeping that under control. Soil conditioning, right? Certain surfactants can act as soil conditioners, improving water penetration of the soil and the readiness of the soil to accept additional agricultural techniques techniques, easy for me to say, anti-transpirants, brand new one on me, transpirants. So these are apparently surfactants being used to reduce water loss from the plant surfaces, so particularly valuable in hot parts of the world. And finally, seed treatments. So the use of surfactants to deploy treatments and improve the adhesion of seed coatings to affect the planting and the growth of those seeds. So analogous to surfactants in a lot of other areas. So I really like agricultural applications. There's a lot of technology there. There's room for innovation. There's room for R&D. There's probably even room for brand new surfactant compositions of matter deployment, notwithstanding what's going on in the struggle to get new chemicals registered. So that's it for this week's 5-minute capsule. It's been a whirlwind tour. Look below the video for links. And as always, please like, subscribe, and let me know what you want to talk about in future editions. Thanks again for listening.